All right, Smoke Dragon.
Well,
Hockey. Maybe more American than NASCAR.
Bullshit.
I don't know. And I'm prepared to back this up. No, I'm not a sports guy. We know this.
Not a sports guy.
And I about put more
Confirmed.
American than baseball, but I don't know that baseball is all that American.
Baseball was created in America.
So was basketball.
Yeah, basketball. Yeah, but
It was created in America at a YMCA or something.
it's America's
like
pastime.
I think hockey might be. Because here's the deal. You think NASCAR, you think some beer drinking good old boys. But I'm thinking those hockey players, beer drinking good old boys. You get in a fight in NASCAR, you get fined. You get in a fight in hockey, you get let go. Just have your thing. Hit the ice, you're done. And that was awesome.
Well, I will say,
The original hockey can be traced back to a number of places, including Nova Scotia,
Yeah.
Montreal, and the United Kingdom. There's nothing American about hockey.
I don't
the
know.
beer drinking and the fighting by spectators. The beer drinking by spectators, the fighting on ice. I can see where you're at there.
I think that it's rebellious.
Hockey is?
I feel like it. You don't get your way. You fight until hey, to hell with you, man, and you knock some teeth out. The referees, they were getting roughed up pretty bad, and they weren't throwing fits and having little tantrums about it. They just got their happy asses out. Shouldn't have been there. You know what I mean? Like there's some tough Mama James.
I will buy into the grittiness of a hockey player. I will give you that. Like the
Gritty. I will agree.
The Canadians, the Canucks, the Russians, like
The Americans.
probably not as much as the
We're
So
not
Canadians.
you're
known
telling
for
me
The Canucks.
you pick yourself some badass baseball player
Mm-hmm.
and you stick him in there and off the ice even. You think he could hold his own against a hockey player?
Without a doubt.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is where the podcast is going to go. We're going to get a hockey player and a baseball player to duke it out and drink beer.
You're telling me that Pete Alonso or Aaron Judge
At 6'5",
or like an Albert Pujols in his prime couldn't square off with a pencil neck Wayne Gretzky from the 80s?
But
He would have ripped his
Pencil-neck
head off and
Wayne
shit out his
Gretzky
neck.
is mean. Those baseball players aren't mean. They break a nail and get all whiny about, oh, we lost. I'm going to cry somewhere.
Dave, can I provide some clarifying
I
points?
think you've been looking at the wrong baseball players.
Can I provide some clarifying points?
I've really just watched, like high school baseball.
Yeah. I'm going to provide some clarification for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
First off, in the NHL, each team has what they consider an enforcer.
An enforcer.
And those are the guys that fight.
They're
There's only one
headhunters.
guy on an NHL team that fights, maybe two. They don't. The guys like Sidney Crosby,
That's what-
Alex Ovechkin, those guys don't fight. Connor Bedard, Connor McDavid, they don't fight.
You're way out
And
of my
this-
league here. This is
Krigo said when the dude fought, it was like 5 minutes in the first period.
These guys
And
in this
and
lower
Krigo's
league,
like, that dude's the headhunter. Like he's him. 'Cause
these
he was-
guys in the
Hobbs.
lower league,
Hobbs.
these guys in the lower league, they scrap like that because they've got nothing else left in life. They
That's
are not
what-
even.
and that's
they are
what
not
makes it
even
American.
They are not even playing affiliated hockey. They're basically playing like a semi-pro hockey, paid very little to
Like
play,
a beer league.
hoping somebody may see them and pick them up. Fights in the NHL, NHL has taken down fighting a large amount because it's not what it once
They're
was.
trying to make it like baseball.
So when you watch this down in Evansville, and I'm not bashing the Thunderbolts, we went to a game. The kids loved it. They loved the mascot because it's a Bernese Mountain Dog. It's a
Is that
great
what he
environment.
was?
Yeah,
Jen and I got our picture with him for our anniversary.
we got one too, and it's
So romantic.
yeah, honey, we're gonna go to a hockey game.
Beer league hockey,
A lot of fights.
the Bolts games are fun. I will give you that 100%. But never in a million years would you ever convince me that hockey could potentially be more American than NASCAR. Without a doubt, you will never convince me.
So I had a moment. I'm going back to law school. There was a couple girls from Canada that were in our law school, and me and one of them went out one night to a hockey game, and I was drinking Labatt Blue, and I looked at her and I
Labatt.
told her, I've never felt more un-American in my life than sitting in a hockey rink, watching hockey, drinking Labatt Blue with a Canadian girl. It's just not American, buddy. You're not going to convince people otherwise.
Maybe not. I'm just telling you, I sat there. I wasn't sweating.
Yeah.
My beers, you can only buy 2 at a time.
Yeah, we just found out you were yelling, hit the guy in the face.
Punch him in the face!
At a family-friendly event.
Yeah.
I got into
You're
it,
lucky
boys.
you didn't get escorted out by a yellow shirt.
He told me that he looked at me all serious and he's like, Mace, I think I might have found my sport. He said, I think I might have found my
So have you
sport."
watched any hockey since you've gotten back?
When we got to the hotel room, I tried. That's why I almost missed the ball. I watched a couple hockey games. I just don't like watching sports on TV.
I will say I started
Like
to like
any
hockey
sport.
a lot. When I was in Grand Rapids, they had the Griffins.
The hot dogs.
Yeah, they're an
All about the
AHL
hot
team
dogs.
of the Red Wings, and they used to do $1 beer, $1 hot dogs on Thursday nights, and it was a blast. My record was 9 beers in that little bit of time that they sold. 9 beers, solid effort, real proud. That was my record.
There were some puck bunnies down by the
Oh, there's a few.
there was
They
some
love
puck-
them a
there
good
was some
Canadian.
there were some puck bunnies down there by
Now,
the
what's a puck bunny?
Like they're in.
I assume
like
it's like a buckle bunny.
yes,
like a
identical.
buckle bunny, cleat chaser, badge chaser.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
They were sitting. I don't know if the warden saw them. Did you see those chicks down there in like leather pants and real low cut tops and all that? You weren't looking for those types. Oh, okay.
No, she was looking for
back
the
to sounding
Canadian on the
American.
ice.
For some reason, they were sitting right next to the bench, and there's like a little isolated section with 4 or 6 chairs, and then the tunnel going back to the locker room. They were sitting right there.
It was
Puck-
just
puck-
rowdy.
Puck bunnies.
Like the people were rowdy. Everybody in there,
Oh,
like
it's
a
a-
fight started.
It is a great. It's
And
a great
just-
atmosphere.
It was. I don't know. I've
Well,
never
you would
been.
love this even more. Last year when the Edmonton Oilers making their run, old girl
Shows
flashed
her tits.
boobs. Yeah,
She went viral for showing
Yeah.
her tits, and they had
she
her
kind
on,
of come like a folk hero.
At a hockey game?
yeah, shit, yeah, it was all over Twitter. What the hell was the podcast? She was on
Spitting Chicklets.
Pardon My Take, or
She was on Spitting Chicklets.
okay, and those
Yeah.
guys, that's a hockey podcast.
Well,
It's a-
you'll love this hockey story then. So Paul Bissonnette, he's a Barstool employee, Spitting Chicklets, former hockey player. He actually fought 7 dudes in Arizona. You need to look up the story because it's wild how he tells it. But this guy basically went toe to toe with 7 dudes and he held his own. I'll give you that. Hockey players are tough. They're crazy. But I think if you would rattle the brain a little bit, some of those enforcers like that were brought in the league just to fight, probably not a whole lot going on there.
You know, I bet them guys that started pitching boxes of tea off the side of the into the bay there. You know, I bet
Big
they
hockey
weren't
guys?
I bet they weren't the brightest crayons in the box. I'll be damned.
Yeah, see, she hung her boobs out at the Oilers game,
Yeah.
and then it went viral, and then so
Go ahead and flash that up on the pot. That could be our album art for this one. This
Yeah.
will be the biggest views
Put a
we'll
little
get.
sensor bar across there.
we
Yeah.
could. Well, no, here's one right here we could use
We'll just put Dave's face.
right there.
We'll just put
It's
Dave's
already,
face. over it.
it's already censored for us. But yeah,
I had a hell of a good time, and I have never enjoyed myself so much. I mean, I've been to some Cardinals games. What's the baseball team in Indy? I've been to that one.
Indianapolis Indians.
Are they affiliated with anybody?
They're affiliated with the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Okay, so they're higher above yet than what the Evansville hockey team.
These guys are one step above rec league hockey, like beer league hockey.
pretty fancy place there for beer league hockey.
And you know what?
Well, they're still chasing a drink.
I'll have to give it to those one step above beer leaguers. Some bitches can skate.
Yeah, they've been skating since they were like 4 or 5.
I know, but I'm just saying, like that there's a lot that goes into hockey with the old, sticks and puck play and all that stuff. But
Well, hockey.
man, them dudes can skate.
Hockey had a lockout in early 2000. They had a lockout that hurt
Hockey
them, but
guy.
they're starting to claw back because the guys aren't overpaid. They're not, like you get the NBA guys doing load management. Hockey still plays like 60 plus games a year, just as long as season plus the playoffs. You get into watching some playoff hockey, Dave. These guys are going hard, and you're like, they've played for 60 games, and they're still. I'll give you that. Hockey is fun. Playoff hockey is fun to watch. You just got to get you a team now.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm ready to go.
Just the warden, Wayne Gretzky bought her a Barbie Jeep.
You know, I thought we talked about this after that concert, and then I thought maybe that it was a dream.
Mm-mm.
And I about asked you how she knew the Wayne Gretzky.
Her mom
Mm-hmm.
went to college with his,
And here you
his
are
first
calling him a
wife.
pencil-necked puss.
Well, he was.
Oh,
But he's
Not a fighter. He wasn't a
greatest hockey
fighter.
player ever.
I bet he's still pretty tough. I feel like you get your belt.
Plus,
rung
here's
in
the
there.
thing: hockey has kind of these unwritten rules. So the guys like Sidney Crosby,
Captains,
Connor McDavid,
you don't mess with.
Connor Bedard, like you don't put a hit on those guys, or your guy's getting smoked.
Yeah.
So hockey has a very much because I think it's you'll like the guy from New York Rangers. He stands about 6'3", 6'4". He's a monster. He basically came into the league just to fight.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. You need to check out. But I will say, watching some of those hockey fights, impressive because
The one old boy got killed, remember? And then the guy they were trying to charge the dude with manslaughter.
Oh, that was the skate. Remember?
Yeah,
Threw his
like
skate
cut
up
his-
real high, and looking at the video, man,
Hockey
that
is
looked
hockey is a pretty
goddamn-
dangerous sport.
pretty intentional.
Because like that girl I went to a hockey game with, she had a cousin, which this is maybe the most Canadian thing ever. Her cousin got became a quadriplegic because they didn't remove a stick off the ice. So if you ever watch and a guy loses a stick,
Mhm.
they don't stop play and move it. So the stick was on the ice and somehow he caught it, lost his balance, went into the boards. Tough situation.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and the enforcers: Ryan Reeves, Nicholas Desalarius, Arbor. But these guys are all Canucks, bro.
Now, what's this about Canada? Is that bullshit about maybe Canada? Canada being
51st state?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Does
What?
that there's there's some horse shittery about
President-elect told Justin Trudeau at a dinner that maybe I'll just make Canada the 51st state.
and then maybe
Ultimate
hockey's the
power
most
move.
American sport.
Oh God!
If Canada becomes the 51st state, Dave, your claim about hockey becoming America's sport may prove true.
Only time will tell.
Time will tell.